Today we are heading to one of the most historic sites here in Poland, Auschwitz. For obvious reasons this video will be a lot slower paced than our usual videos.
Oh my god!
And we'll be less exploring and enjoying ourselves, and will be more about learning what happened at those camps all those years ago. This journey begins in the centre of Krakow, so enjoy the video.
We started the day off the same as any other here in Poland, with some Polish pastries, being attacked by more pigeons,
Just want to eat my donut.
and picking up a few postcards and snacks for the road. We already had our tickets and transfer booked, which we will explain how to go about at the end of the video, as it's not actually as easy as you may think, and it's also very important you book everything with as much time as possible in advance.
Thank you.
With the driver handing us our tickets, we began the journey by leaving Krakow. After a while of driving, the mood started to set in as the countryside around us looked eerily dark and quiet. An hour in, and we began to see the infamous train tracks that transported hundreds of thousands of victims from all around Europe to the concentration camp. With the tracks leading us in, we eventually pulled into Auschwitz.
We are heading in now. We're actually just waiting for our guide. He gave us 10 minutes and we have to meet him back at a meeting point. So we're having a coffee. We're not too sure how much we're going to be able to record, so we'll record kind of just in the middle when we finish in the first camp, and then maybe meet like before we go into the second one. It's kind of a trigger warning that obviously there is going to be some images and video clips that you might not want to see, so just be aware of that. So we're going to go and try to find our guide now at the meeting point.
We think our group left without us.
We're going to find them.
After 20 minutes of searching, we found our group and made our way through security, getting our tickets scanned.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And picking up our headsets. We weren't sure if we needed headsets, but we were told that groups of 10 or more people must wear headsets to limit the noise in the camps out of respect. We met our guide, who explained to us how we'd visit 2 camps over the next 2.5 hours, starting with Stammlager, also known as Auschwitz. Finishing up with Camp 1, we gave back our headsets and took a 15-minute break before hopping back on our transfer and taking the 10-minute drive to Camp 2, Birkenau.
Just arrived at the second camp, which is Birkenau. We're trying to keep up with our groups, that's why we're like walking fast.
This is more the killing camp, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
the extermination camp. I'm not sure how I feel about the first one. I think we're just gonna like go through it all and then kind of resume afterwards
And give our thoughts
and give our thoughts,
everything.
because I don't know what to say at the moment.
As the sun set over Auschwitz, we were left feeling devastated and hollow. We took our eerily quiet transfer back to Krakow, sitting in traffic most of the way. So let us explain how exactly the ticket process works for Auschwitz. Tickets for Auschwitz need to be booked well in advance. We learned this the hard way the night before. This is because the number of entry passes available are limited due to the huge interest. You can book tickets in advance at the website visitauschwitz.org for free tickets, but prepare to book up to a month in advance. Or you can book a private tour on apps such as Get Your Guide, like we did, that organises tickets for you. However, these two need to be booked with some time in advance, otherwise you'll be left scrambling for tickets. After some very unnecessary pit stops, that's a completely different story for a completely other day, and some very odd music choices from our driver. We arrived back in Krakow city centre to explain our thoughts.
Bye bye. All I could hear was this, and then I was getting B-roll.
Yeah.
That was a horse pissing on me. No, I'm joking. It was that close.
You're lucky it's that close because I'm not going to wash your clothes for you.
So what did you think of it?
It was definitely good to go and see. I've wanted to go for like years. Very sad. It's very heavy, I feel. But I thought it was going to be a little bit more museum-y. I thought it would be more like they'd show some video clips, or just kind of like classic, kind of like Pompeii. I don't know if you've seen our video from Pompeii, but more stuff like that. But it was more of like a realist, I don't know how to say it, like a take it as it is kind of thing. Whereas like you look at it, you read about it, that's it. They didn't want to add anything to it. But that's anything that I expected to be there and it wasn't. But it was definitely good to see.
I would also recommend that if you are going to go, maybe go in a private group. I think for us it felt like it was a little bit rushed. We were in a group of maybe 20 people, and there were some bits that just felt extremely rushed.
Some places we actually didn't even get to go into just because they weren't priority, so we didn't actually get to go and see them, which I would have liked to go. So yeah, probably private would be best.
But that's it. We're going to end this video here, and where's our next one?
Road trip.
Oh yeah, in our next video we're heading to a different part of Poland.
Come on, join in! Da-da-da! Da-da-da!
Which we're really looking forward to see.
And it's gonna be super chilly there.
Super shit. Right.
So you'll see you then?
See you then.
Bye.